humanity survived. Our ancestors have destroyed the world, and we had to pay the price. With over 100 years without sunlight. But we have prepared ourselves for our chance to make things right. They stole from us a life of happiness. Still, we will make the best of it. Even though Mother Earth is grim and tainted, we have managed to survive. And we will keep surviving.
April 21st, 2184. When I was just a little boy back then in the Endzone, my father always read something to me before I fell asleep. We didn't have that many books, but if I had my way, I always listened to the stories about ancient Greece and Rome that my father read out loud to me with a great deal of enthusiasm. So it shouldn't be surprising that the thought occurred to me one day to give something back to the world that it had lost a long time ago. An eternal city like Rome once was. Marcus Tullius Cicero once said, "The beginnings of all things are small." And just like Rome wasn't built in a day either, the center of the new world is going to need its own time to arise. Most of the settlements that have come since leaving the Endzones only last for several months to a few years. The goal meant for me is that this city we are founding today outlasts a human being's whole lifetime.
What's going on, everyone? Darkwater here, playing Endzone, World Apart. It's a post-apocalyptic game similar to Banished. Quick overview here. We've got our world map kind of on the top right. We've got our resources, food, water, wood, scrap, tools, radiation, and everything that we're going to be collecting, electronics, coal, plastics, those kind of things, as well as population, adults, children, happiness, average radiation, because it is post-apocalyptic, so radiation is going to be an issue. We've got our tasks up here in the top right. I'll go ahead and close out of that. We've got our resource lists, our food production limits, our professionals, because we're going to have settlers doing a bunch of different things. We've got a bunch of different buildings, food, resources, those kind of things that we're going to be building for our settlers. And then down in the middle here, we've got our rain forecast, as well as our radiation overlays. So you can see this bunch of radiation here. There's moisture, so you can see kind of areas that you may want to do a little bit more farming, as well as if you're looking at adding things like wells and those kind of things in here. That's also going to be something to look at. Local attractiveness, you want to have kind of a little bit of attractiveness to your housing. Electricity will be something hopefully we'll be able to get through, and building conditions. So let's jump back to radiation. We do want to kind of clear out this radiation real quick, so let's go into tasks. We'll do remove radiation. So let's kind of do a swath right there. I've played a little bit of this. I kind of went through some of the tutorial, and a lot of it is very similar to Banished. We've got our villagers here with their shovels. Going to go take care of the radiation and our bus. The bus itself is kind of the initial building that you're starting with, and it has a lot of resources that are all being gathered into where the bus is. So these guys are going to go ahead and come through. I'm going to go ahead and speed things up. So they're going to go and get rid of the radiation. While they're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and build a jetty over here. And I'm going to build a second one down here, I think. We're going to do a cistern over here. And routes are an issue, so we're going to do a well over on this side. So let's go ahead and we're going to increase the water and the well keeper. That way we've got quite a few people working on that. Let's go ahead and actually reduce builders down. So food, water are going to be kind of the initial priorities. Let's go ahead and... Oh, the radiation's coming back already. That's not good. Let's jump back over here. Get rid of the radiation again over here. There is radioactive rain that apparently is something else to have to kind of deal with. And then going to be gathering resources. Looks like there's 99 wood, 172 scrap. Looks like 90 plant and 150. I think that's food, actually. So let's go ahead and drop it in here so that they can start to gather. Looks like we need housing. Once we get rid of that, we can start adding in some of the cabins. I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3. Change the building a little bit here. Let's rotate it around. 4, 5, and 6. So we'll get some buildings for the villagers. Food's going to be a thing, so let's go ahead and drop a field in here. I think I can get it. Yeah, that's fine. Let's do 10 by 10. So what do we got? Got a few people. Let's go ahead and add a couple farmers. We've got cabbage or tomatoes. Let's go ahead and do cabbage. Why not? Go ahead and add one more farmer in. And we'll go ahead and add max water carriers because water is going to be an issue. Car wreck. So some of this, yeah, requires a scrapyard, so that's going to be something that we're going to have to build. Same with the scrap piles. We're going to need just kind of a big scrap yard. But we've got houses. I still need another house apparently. So let's come over onto this side. We'll drop in a few. 2, 3. Flip it around. We'll do 4, 5, and 6. There we go. We've got field going in. You know, food, even in Banished, food is always kind of a big thing. So I'm going to go ahead and drop in a second field. Let's go ahead and do tomatoes. So we've got a little bit of variation in here. Whoever's left, can you get rid of that radiation? That'd be great. Water is full, which is good. Tempted to add a water tower, but I'm gonna need coal. Also, I'm gonna need plastic. So let's not jump out too fast, I think. Which, if you've watched anything else that I've done, you'll know that that's clearly something that I'm very careful about doing too much too fast. And that is sarcasm. I'm going to go ahead and build some roads, because if it's anything like Banish, we'll be able to have people moving a little bit faster on roads. There we go. And it also increases the attractiveness, I do believe. So let's come in here. Thinking about just dropping in a scrapyard right in here, because that will hit all the area that's highlighted there. And I think we're going to do kind of an industrial side over here. Lack of a better term. Let's do a recycler here. Recycler is going to basically take scrap and then separate it into metal, cloth, electronics, and plastic. From there, we can take it and put it into a workshop. And the workshop will then allow us to make metal. Well, metal and cloth. And I'd like to add a tailor shop right here, but there's stuff in the way. So we will put it up here. So you can also do research to upgrade stuff as well. Harvesting, which is a good sign. Recycler, let's go ahead and make some metal. What do you actually need? What are we working on here? Why? This, I'm going to go ahead and take out because we've gone through everything that's in that area. There we go. So we've got our scrapyard now. Let's go ahead and assign somebody to that. Oncoming drought. That's not good. And low food reserves, of course. So let's see if we can get farming done a little bit faster. And no clothing. Okay. Needs cloth, of course. So let's go ahead and set the recycler for cloth. So they are harvesting as fast as they can, which is good. I need to produce carbon activated masks. But again, I'm waiting on this to finish getting built. It needs cloth. So here we go. They're currently cloth in production. Once we get the cloth, they'll be able to produce it over here. Let's see. Go ahead and do gather resources here. Just kind of clear out the area too. Go ahead and take the builder out because don't necessarily need him. Workshop. Let's go ahead and scrap collector is still kind of going along. Food's going to be an issue in the very near future. So maybe what I'm going to do... radiation up here? No. Might do a forester and a hunting cabin up here. So let's go into resources. Nope, it's under food. Actually, we've got a fishing hut we could drop in here. We'll drop fishing hut right in there. Let's go ahead and do a hunting lodge up in this neck of the woods. You know what? We will do a gatherer cabin next to it. And since this is similar to Banish, let's go ahead and do a forester lodge up in this neck of the woods as well. I'm going to need a charcoal kiln for those the charcoal masks. Still waiting on that to be cleared out. I'm going to go ahead and drop that in there. We're working on gathering food. Although it looks like losing children. What do we have? Go ahead and get some building going. Increase for farming, fishing, hunting. And we'll do a gatherer as well. Takes care of that. They're harvesting, which is good. Our food is increasing. Going back and forth a little bit. That's okay though. So a lot of these scrap piles need to be dealt with from you. Actually, just going to increase production limit. Go. Then they'll be able to kind of clear out more of this area. Yes, protective clothing is the thing. The tailor is making it. Yeah, you're still making cloth. Charcoal kiln. Do I have somebody for that? No, I don't. Very tempted to do another field. I've got a feeling we're going to need it. We'll go ahead and do one more field here on the outskirts. Let's go ahead and do cabbage. Why not? Forester Lodge is up and running. Hunter Lodge, we'll do hunting and capturing. Maybe we will do a pasture kind of over here. Is there enough space? Yeah, we've got a large quantity of food. All right, fantastic. We're going to do the pasture right over here. Right there. Nope, can't do it there. There we go. We'll do the pasture over here. Got another drought coming. I think we're okay on water. It's food that's going to be the issue. Clearing the area, we're going to need wood, scrap, we're probably going to need metal. We have no metal. So let's go here, go ahead and do metal. I've got 8 coal, so we should be able to do the carbon activated mask. Can you make my masks? That'd be great. We need somebody. Also need another house. Workshop is waiting on that. started production, received preliminary figures. That's great. So far we're at season 14 of 75. We're off to a decent start. We're getting food going. Do need some more housing. Let's come in here real quick. Lack of tools. Yes, I am aware of the lack of tools. I just need the tool shop to get completed, and I need metal for that. So, yeah. They're working on the metal. See? Another 2 coming. As soon as they get it, it's going elsewhere. See? There we go. Building the workshop. Let's go ahead and work on metal tools. Ooh, do we want chickens? We want chickens, apparently. So let's get ourselves a herder. Let's get ourselves a technician. Food, we're finally getting into kind of a decent place. I'm feeling okay with food. I say as it starts to drop down. That's okay. We've got 3 fields going. We've got chickens. Almost getting all the scrap out of here. Gonna have to don't know if you can actually increase the size or the radius of it. I don't think you can. I might just tear it down and move it elsewhere. How are we doing on radiation, everybody? Actually, not bad for radiation. Let's jump in here and add just a couple more residences. Do one there, one there. Flip it around, do that one and that one. We'll go ahead and we'll get those built real quick. And they're working on taking care of that shortage of tools. All right, so we're doing okay. We've got quite a bit of water already set. We've got a decent amount of food so far. We're just getting into a drought, but hopefully that will take care of itself in the very near future. We've got some houses going up. And you are just about out of scrap in this area, which I'm okay with. As soon as that's done, I think we're going to go ahead and rip that down, and we're going to move it. We'll put another one kind of up in this area to take care of the ruined houses. But there's places like this that's an interesting location. So we can send a scout to explore the site. But in order to do that, we're going to need... where is it? Yes, defenses is a thing, because there are other tribes that will come. So that's going to be something that I have to kind of look at. So Expedition Station takes quite a bit of wood and plastic that I don't have just quite yet. So that's going to be kind of down the road a little bit. And same with the research station. We can start researching for electricity. So that might be something that we do in the next one. Start to improve the population's quality of life, variety of food. We're working on that. Also ensure that they have access to clean water. We're working on that too. All right. I'm going to go ahead and leave that here. I appreciate you guys for watching. If you guys have any comments, drop it down below if you've played this before and want to tell me how horrible I'm doing, which wouldn't be overly surprising. You can drop that down below, and yeah, if you want to want me to play more of this, go ahead and drop a like. That way I know that you guys are enjoying the series. And as always, I hope you guys have yourselves a fantastic day.
Fire.